We first spoke to Sandra Sweeney a few weeks ago over the heartbreaking loss of her son. Today, she is just as devastated, but she also has new fear that the case may go unsolved. How are you feeling right now?
I can sum it up. I went from anger to sadness to a feeling of loneliness that I've never experienced.
A mother distraught after 3 weeks with no answers. You want to know why?
Absolutely, absolutely, so I can have peace. Not knowing what time, when, where, how. I know nothing. Nothing.
Evan, how old are you?
On May 27th, her 17-year-old son, Evan, who was staying with his father at the time, went camping with his 18-year-old friend, Pandora Julesrud. The two went to a remote spot near Mount Ord, where authorities say they both were shot and killed.
To have this be the way it happened is actually my worst fear come true, because remember, I never wanted him to go to these places. So that makes it worse. And that's what I can't come to terms with.
Making it even more difficult is the silence, she says, from law enforcement. How are you feeling about the investigation right now?
Not good. Not good. I think they need to say something. I think they need to assure the public that we are all safe. They need to say something. The Sheriff's Department needs to say something.
Since May 27th, 12 News has reached out several times to the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office for an interview. They've declined, instead sending statements, the last one stating in part they're actively working this case and continue to ask the public for any tips that may help investigators. Sandra, hanging on to hope that'll happen.
Because I'm desperate. I'm desperate for someone to help. I'm desperate for them to not let this go away quietly. I want someone to help. We also reached out to Pandora's family for an interview. They say they are still grieving at this time. If you have any information about this case, you're encouraged to call 602-876-TIPS. In Phoenix, Jay Cunningham, 12 News.